December 28th, 62 degrees, and I got the cubby fired up, the 6-volt. Man, I tell you what, I've had a lot of 6-volt tractors in my day, but none that start like that. The battery literally sounds dead, and it just fires that tractor up, man. Oh, cubby. Choke. It has been a while since it started. I'd have to go look at the video to see exactly what day it was, but whenever I rock raked or York raked the driveway, that was the last time this sucker ran. Well, you saw me plow about, I don't know, 54 or 55,000 of you did, snow plow, and got just a little bit of a ridge on the edge of the driveway. It didn't, everybody's like, oh, you're gonna have a good time cleaning that out of the grass. Well, no, actually I'm not, because it didn't go in the grass. But let me show you what else I got to clean up, though. I do want to bring this in, don't get me wrong, but let me show you something. So in the fall I came through here and I raked with a York rake. It actually is a York rake, and raked up these stones, and you can see right here, but again, everybody's like, oh, they're in the grass. No, but it did make a ridge line here, and it's I don't know, the video is probably not going to show you, but yeah, it did push it to the outer edge, and I think I have a cure for that too. But what I want to do is take this and get it back where it belongs, and that's the York rake. So let's get her done. Cubby 57 style. So basically what I'm going to do is just start right over there and do straight lines and pull that stone, mostly stone, and some gravel right to the top of the driveway where it came from originally. Let's go, let's show. Well, it's gone now. The ridge and the stone's back where it belongs. Got, actually, even though it's 62 degrees, still got kind of ice chunks that are turning slushy, and that's fine. To be honest with you, this is pretty wet, and it should be. But we're gonna get rain, and you can see the ice chunks up there and stuff. But yeah, we're about to get rain. I don't know what time. I didn't even look at the forecast, but I figure I'd get out here and do this beforehand. Yeah, it's gone. There's nothing in the yard. Easy peasy. When you're in the video making business, kind of puts you in a different category. Like most guys would be like, wow, you backbladed that and it took stone out of your driveway. That's true. But for a videographer, that's future video opportunities. Still pretty hard there. So what I think I'll do next time, this is the Super C, and wow, I let way too much air out of that. I'm putting a new set of skins. These are 11 236s, and I've got the, 12 436s that'll go on. These are fine, tread-wise. In fact, they still got the knobbies. I just gotta, I mean, good tires. I'll throw them in the back of the barn, and one day I'll need them. And if not, well, after 3 years, you know what the old saying is, if you haven't used it in 3 years, other than tools, you probably don't need it. But anyways, plan on taking this back blade and just flipping it around, and instead of going concave, I'd go convex. I don't know, but back blading from the other side, so it kind of is on the round edge. I think that'll work. That was somebody's comment too, and I thought about that. It definitely crossed my mind after I got done, but I didn't even think with it the way it's supposed to be that it did a bad job at that angle. And you know, I floated it. There is down pressure on these. That's how you change tires and adjust wheels and do all that stuff. Have something like that on there, or even a plow. Use the down pressure and good to go. And yeah, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn it around. Let me explain something about the last video as well. In the last video, I kind of lightly indicated, if you're new and you've never owned a tractor before and you're not mechanical, don't go to a consignment auction. Well, I should have clarified. What you can do in that case, somebody that's in the know, that knows about tractors, and you just have to, in your heart of hearts, have an antique tractor or an older tractor that may need work, flick somebody $100 bill and say, can you go look at this tractor for me? Basically like a spotter, I guess. And hey, you might be out $100, but that person might get there and look at that tractor that you're interested in and say, no go. Or they might get there and say, yeah, it's totally worth it. So, you know, that's my recommendation again for newbies. Never own tractors. The thing about these, like a lot of you people were like, oh, well, a Farmall A or a B was my first tractor. Yeah, But you had Grandpa and Dad and Uncle Bill. All of them were your mentors showing you tractor safety and how to drive these things, especially the narrow front. Not grip it like this. You hit a rock or a woodchuck hole, it's going to break your thumb or your wrist. Just stuff like that. When you don't have anybody there, all those mentors and people to show people are pretty much gone. You know, if you're 65-year-old doctor that just retired and bought a bunch of land and want a tractor, again, I don't recommend you do that unless you have somebody there to show you safe operation of said tractor. But I wanted to clarify that it wasn't don't buy from a consignment auction. It was have somebody go and look at it ahead of time. Again, even if you have to be out 50 or $100, it's so worth it. Peace of mind goes a long ways. Hey, driveway's fixed. It wasn't as bad as some of the naysayers said it was going to be. I'll see you at the next video. Maybe even next year. Boom.